We look at outside of the walls of the church or the Christendom of the world, and we look out there and say, God, we need a deliverer to deliver us from what's happening out there. We look at the government and we say, man, the problem is the government. The problem is the person who sits on the throne of our country, or the problem is with everything's just too conservative, or the problem is everything's just too liberal. The problem is that our culture is changing and we're no longer a nation under God's name, and that's the problem. We need to fix our nation. A lot of us look at the streets of our cities, we look at poverty, we look at racism, we look at gender inequality, and we say, man, that's the problem in this world, and Jesus, we need you to come and deliver us from these things. And we look and say, the problem's out there. Those are real issues that need to be fixed, and those things are breaking Jesus' heart, but the thing that breaks Jesus' heart is not what's going on out there, it's what's going on in here. And so Jesus is like, man, if you think the issue is out there, you've completely missed the heart of my message. And church, if you think the issue is out there, you've completely missed the heart of who Jesus is and what he came to do. Here's the truth. We have severely underestimated our situation and our Savior. You think the problem is the culture? Man, that's not the issue. Here's the big situation that's breaking Jesus' heart as he's looking into the city. And I think as he looks into us as well. The situation is that our hearts are so utterly sinful that they deserve to die. That's the situation. Our hearts are so utterly sinful that they deserve to die. They cannot stand before God without experiencing death. And Jesus, he's looking into the city that he loves, these people that have been like the people of God for centuries. He's like, I could deliver you from Rome, but that doesn't fix your heart. It's like the big situation is you've turned your back on me. You've turned your back on the prophets before. You've turned your back on the truths of the word. And so Jesus is like, I'm not marching in to battle Rome. I'm not marching in to even battle Jerusalem. Jesus is like, I'm going past the gates of Jerusalem. I'm marching to Golgotha to battle sin and death and to claim victory and to redeem you from the real situation. If you think Jesus is just here to save you from the world, you've misunderestimated your Savior. Jesus is like, I'm here to rescue you from your heart.